rapping crypto, stacking and make it flip, yo. Supplementing the income, did I mention that it's lit, yo? Spitting the truth out, struggle to pick the new route. Tired of living from paycheck to paying bills where I lose out. So I'm investing, no time for the second guessing. Diversifying my cash, can leave all my eggs in one basket, I figure. So that's it, yo. Flipping, rapping the crypto, income producing admin, did I mention that it's lit, yo? I'm on the come up, these brothers getting they ones up, wanna run with us because we show a secure way to level up. I'm on that double dutch. It's a quick trip, NFT flip, check the numbers, I don't need friends. My payment system is so amazing, it came encrypted. It's privacy and security, that's what you were missing. Listen, this ain't no Wi-Fi, it's DeFi. Sending currency on the reply, you wanna rewind this. To get a better understanding, know that welcome was the plan and taking steps to money management. That's how we handle it from peer to peer in the clear. So anything weird couldn't interfere here. Yeah.
I am the one, a champion on the come up. I am the sun. You will get burned trying to run up. I get the job done. You just begun. Why you stunned? I already won. What is the sun? Now you get numb. So keep running your mouth about all these things that you don't know. Keep on talking fast so I can keep shooting my free throws. Grandma helped me rob a restaurant and said, YOLO. If I ain't riding with her, I'm probably riding solo. Into the ring and I put on my gloves. I want a lot, but it's not even much. I got what I wanted, it wasn't enough. Words and my actions always add up. The more I get known, the harsher I'm judged. The harder you hate me, the more I am loved. Now I make money that you can't touch. Ooh, oh, you gotta come in clutch. Give me the clutch. You better rush to the yard. But that's not enough for my cosign. I have trust, but all we discuss to fall in line. Flipping a dub, making so much more in half time. I'm coming through clutch. You better rush to the yard line. You were just love, but that's not enough for my cosign. I have trust, but all we discuss to fall in line. Flipping a dub, making so much more in half time. I ain't a prize. Head to the sky, this is my time, yeah, catch me outside. So you realize that your time's up, think of my thighs. Booty capsize, he likes my butt, I exercise. Put in the time, brought in undone. I'm out to smash records and break through a glass ceiling. My bodysuit now got pockets, so I tuck away my feelings. And I don't get too invested till I see that it's a real thing. Attitudes unyielding, perseverance appealing. I want experiences, you want stuff. Attitude that I thought was gon' cuff. Is what it is and it was what it was. It don't matter now cause I got new love. I got food up, clued up, that's an upgrade. New bags you mad, but I've been prayed. Oh yes, been blessed about my game. Coming through clutch with that Aries flame. Oh, the clutch. You better rush to that yard line. But that's not enough for my cosign. I have trust, but all we discuss to fall in line. Flipping a dub, making so much more in half time. I'm coming through clutch. You better rush to that yard line. You were just love, but that's not enough for my cosign. I have trust, but all we discuss to fall in line. Flipping a dub, making so much more in half time. Coming through clutch. You better rush to that yard line. You were just love, but that's not enough for my cosign. Gotta have trust, but all we discuss to fall in line, flipping a dove, making so much more in halftime. 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 Halftime.
Mo Jackson. Mo Jackson.
Battle armor ready, hit the block, rock steady. I'm Wes Craven, I'm Freddy, no Iron Maiden, I'm Eddie. Sleeping giant, defiant, and hella hard-headed. If I want it, you better believe that I'ma go and get it.
I'm running, I'm one of them, ain't nothing should fuck with it. When they're looking, I'm ducking, I know that they're up to something, but I stay focused. No notice they're looking in the direction because I'm high, I'm elevated and deeply connected.
Second up, buttercup, you look like a sad dog. I already know who you are. Take that mask off, baby. See you walking to me, but you're all time. We should end it all before it starts. I'ma make you crazy.
They get called a host, it's a virgin. People want to talk about me. Can I get a word in? Making all types of sense with assertions. I can be so certain you don't know me as a person, but you can't deny I put the work in. I'm rapping, I'm singing, I'm cooking, I'm twerking, I'm teaching, I'm working, I'm learning, I'm searching, I smile. Though I have was that I am nursing.
What's up, man? What's going on? Oh man, what an intro, man. Thank you for having me on the show. Rapping Crypto, what's up? That intro was fire too, y'all.
All right, thank you,
Much
thank you.
appreciate that.
Well, hold on, let me do a proper intro.
Mhm.
All right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rapping Crypto, another banger on Wednesday night. We got my brother LJ in the building, Block, aka Block Wolf, Blockchain. I'm your main man, HUTCH Blockchain, coming for you from Dayton, Ohio, and my brother's going from Dayton, Ohio as well. And let me get this correct. We got hip hop artist, AI influence, tech developer, KAILA Love in the building.
Hey, what's up with it?
What you doing?
What's going on?
Oh man, just I've been launching my software startup and it's been crazy. It's been one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, and I'm doing like a 30-day challenge right now. So it's like I'm literally got like 17-hour days since April 1st. I've had 2 days off, and then I'm working like 10-hour days. Then I go to the gym, and then I go to the studio for 4 hours because I'm still rapping. I'm just starting to rap again and put my music out there. So I'm like, oh man, but I'm happy to be here because I'm like, oh, we're going to talk about some blockchain. We're going to talk about monetizing our data. We're going to talk about economic independence. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the show to be on, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Rapping Crypto, the culture, man.
Amen.
So my first question to kick it off is, how did you start rapping?
Oh man, I started rapping when I was 14 years old to impress a boy in my freshman science class. That's it. It's like, man, Jamel, something about he a rapper. Oh, I'm finna come. I'm gonna learn how to do that. And then pretty much that's what happened. And it was so funny because one of my before he came along, like I had like a the pre-boyfriend, but he was like, I didn't really think you like guys like me. I thought you like guys like the rappers and stuff like that. And fast forward now, almost like damn near 20 years. And he also is like a huge owns like a huge music marketing company and everything. So I'm like, damn, it's full circle. Now we see where it paid off being in the library instead of in them streets.
For sure. That's real. That's real. So you told us your story and your motivation behind the music, but the question is, where did you find the motivation to keep going? Because of course you have that initial fire and everything, but what kept you going? Like what kept you actually in the craft and in the art of actually creating music?
Man, music is like the only thing that keeps me going because it's like the only outlet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that feeling that you get when somebody says that they fuck with your music, or that it healed them, or that it saved them, or when I just show up. And I had stopped rapping. Like the producer that did that track Halftime, the day that it premiered, which was October 23rd, 2020, it came up on a show called The Jump on ESPN. And then about a month later, it came and showed up in the NBA 2K video game. And that was the last song that I put out. I haven't put out no music for 3 years because I've been just going, you know what I'm saying, like through it. And so now it's like I see that the fire is always there. It's always about persevering. It's always about moving forward. And it's just like when I go out and somebody see me, I don't drink. So my friend will be ordering at a bar, at the bar in Oakland, and the bartender know me like, you still rap? And then people asking if I'm still rap. I'm like, damn, y'all still checking on me after like 3 years? Okay, for sure. Like, here we go, So I think it's like, all right, maybe I really got something here. Oh, look at my song came out on HD birthday. See, that's a blessed day. October 23rd.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, it is. October 23rd. One of the greatest days of the year.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
hey, man,
for real.
Look, you are October birthday, so I give it to you, man.
No, man. Hey, everybody can't be 23rd. I'm just saying.
Hey,
No, but when is your birthday? When is your birthday?
My birthday, I'm an Aries. It just passed. It's March 29th.
Oh, my wife is an Aries. She's March 30th.
Oh, yeah, we right there. So, yeah, you know about that fire.
But I'm gonna say, how does it feel to be like honored to be on like NBA 2K21? Because like everybody don't get a chance to have their music play on one of the most popular games known to man in everybody's household.
I know, that's an amazing opportunity. And I really made that song for that audience. It was honestly just, I always seek out to do something and then just do it. So my company is called Go Getters, right? So at that time, I'd gone to a music conference and I heard about sync licensing, and they was talking about how these artists were making hella money and ain't nobody knew who they were. This lady on stage, I ain't never seen her. Oh, she barely got an Instagram, but she making what? You making like $50,000-$60,000 a year on some sync placements? I'm like, what the hell is that? NSYNC, a kitchen sink? What is you talking about? And it was like, no, SYNC, short for synchronization. Anytime that your music is synchronized with motion picture. So that could be in a commercial, a TV, a movie, or a video game. And there's big money to be made. And so I said, bet. Like, I learned everything that I could about what sync licensing was. And I said, that's my goal. And so then it was almost like exactly 2 years. I have a manifestation period of about 2 years. So I worked at it. I learned about all like the copyrights and the publishing and the contracts, and got a music lawyer and all this type of stuff. And I said, man, I'm gonna get my music on 2K. ESPN was a bonus. You know what I'm saying? For it to debut and show up on 2K or on ESPN was dope. But yeah, it was just like really about setting that goal and making it happen. And then every time I make something happen, you know, when I made my post and got my first 100,000 TikTok followers. And then people be like, oh, you only did that because you cute. If I had, you know, ass or something, I would have done it too. And I'd be like, bet. So I made a brand new TikTok and ain't shown nothing but my face talking. Bam, went viral again, 100,000 new followers. I got even more. I got 110,000 on that one, not showing nothing, just to prove that to you motherfuckers that I could do it, you know? And then what did I do? I wrote a book about it, right? When I became one of the first female rappers to sell her music as an NFT, what I do? I wrote a book about it. Then I went on to help consult Macy Gray and the Brad and some other artists in like the Web3 space. So that's what I do. It's just like I go, I get a goal, I figure out how to do it, and then I bring the game back to the community. It's on them if they want to take the game.
Right. And haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate always.
Period.
Always.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're doing big, like Dawg say, when you do a big, they gonna hate.
They gonna do it small. It's all right. Something.
Always. So how did you get into the tech game? That's my question too.
Man, I was raised by my great grandma, so I didn't have parents, and she was very overprotective because, you know, I had a very developed body at a young age, lots of like, you know, in the hood, you know, predators and shit, seeing that, you know, just like this girl out here with her granny and stuff. So she would just take me to the library every single day. I didn't go nowhere. I never went no parties. I ain't never had no sleepovers. I didn't go to the mall. I didn't hang out. I went to the library. I learned how to type. I learned how to build websites. I learned how to read. I learned how to write. And I eventually, you know, it was like the floppy disks. I learned how to make my first self-portrait, my first graphic design when I was 4 years old on Microsoft Paint. And when MySpace came out, I was doing all the custom skins. I would be selling CDs in exchange for lunch money, burn CDs. I would do custom. We had the Sidekick, the flip phone, like skin. Yeah. And then, so it was just always something. It was just always something like that. Was just like, that was my hustle. That was my game. It was what I was good at. And it was what really differentiated me from my peers, because it was a skill set that I often brought to the table that a lot of people around me didn't have.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's awesome. I remember them days, Sidekick days, burn CDs, and oh man, MP3 players. Man, those were good days back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, for real.
Easy money. Easy money every time, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really miss them days, to be honest with you. The music on the burn CDs and the MP3s, it's almost too accessible. It almost seems so much like you enjoyed the music that much more because you had to actually go through the trenches to actually get a hold of the music. So
LimeWire and torrent, all that, man.
Yeah, a different time for real. Mm-hmm.
Now everybody can just go to Apple Music and upload. So now Apple owning your product instead of you owning your product through the LimeWire and what, Napster and all that back in the day.
But you know, LimeWire got acquired and they're turning into a Web3 platform now.
Right.
Yeah. So look, everything evolving.
I mean, they got some LimeWire tokens. Why not?
Yeah. You know, why not?
Why not? You had to. We're gonna see what they do. Because I'm really excited. I'm glad you mentioned that. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. You know, mentioning LimeWire, and I mean going back to old school video games, Atari even has you know, some Web3 development as well. So the thing is, like, people really need to grasp it. And we say this every week, but like we continue to continue to hammer the nail on the head. You literally have to go and research and understand these projects understanding what they're developing. It's not so much just, oh, well, you know, let me throw my money in here, see what it does. I mean, that's cool and all, but understand what you're putting your money into and understand what's going on behind these projects. Because once you really understand what's going on, man, it's a beautiful space to be in. It's a really beautiful space to be in.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Now, as an artist,
I was about to say, go ahead, bro, because you know I was she said NFTs, bro. So like,
I know
it's like
that was my next question.
So go ahead. I see. I'm glad. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
We great minds think alike, man. We here. But so how was it when you first dropped your first NFT as an artist? Because you know a lot of these artists out here do not understand what NFT is, and you know we try to break it down to them by week, but we want to hear from the artist perspective.
Yeah. So I had started investing in crypto in about 2017, and I have a friend that's like real big rap in the hip hop crypto space, Hash Brown. So he had done this like Lambo Land video that had gained a lot of just acclaim and whatnot, and then we did a song together called Crypto Queen in like 2018, but didn't even drop it until a couple years later. But because of the collaborations and everything that I've done with him, I was kind of known in that underground like rap circuit, especially because there's I've actually never found another female rapper that's actually like, I know there's women that are out there rapping, selling their music as NFTs, but no other women are like rapping about the technology and rapping about the tech. Like I've tried to find, but I just haven't been able to. So it's there's just not a lot of women or any at all that are doing it. So I think that also like made me stand out. And, you know, this was before we had really OpenSea or anything like that, where it was like I was selling on a real underground NFT platform called Ghost Market that runs on the Phantasma chain, which is like the sole currency, not Solana, but Phantasma. So when I put it up, I remember I bundled together, it was a single called I Did, and I just put together my MP3, my wave. I put together a lyric sheet, the cover art, and then like a little voice note, like congratulations on being the owner of my Genesis NFT, you know, and all this stuff, right? And then I put it on the market, just like, I don't really know what NFTs are. I'm getting into it. We just heard about Blau doing his 17 million. This is like what, February 2021, when the shit is really popping. The next day I woke up and it has sold, you know, like $100. But I'm sitting there like, it would have taken me 25,000 Spotify streams to come close to the equivalent of that $100 that I made in less than 24 hours, which is an investment also for that person, because now as my stock goes up, that NFT increases in value.
For sure.
Which with Spotify, and now that's why I'm about to remove my whole Spotify, my entire library of music off of Spotify, because they just announced on April 1st that in order to be eligible to get your fraction of a penny per stream, that you got to have 1,000 plays minimum on every single song in your library. So that's why I'm like, okay, that's why it's like, okay, we just talked about LimeWire, there was Kazaa, there was BearShare, right? They posed a very difficult situation for the music industry. The music industry was losing billions of dollars because of music piracy. So when Spotify came along, they were solving that problem, right? Because now you have the metadata, you have the statistics, and at least it's generating some income. Now, I always seen Web3 and NFTs as being the next evolution of the music industry in terms of solving the problem that Spotify has, which is really just, we need something that's direct to consumer. And that's why you see these platforms like even.biz, you know, LaRussell doing his thing, and you see like my boy Jadena is on there, some other local artists and stuff. And it's really the Web 2 concept that's been existed since you have, you know, Raekwon and the Purple Tape, or Wu-Tang, you know, the album that they did that one pharmaceutical guy bought and was just doing some fuck shit with, or even Nipsey Hussle with his concept of the $1,000 mixtape. In hip hop, these marketing concepts have existed, but the technology is different. But if people is not understanding that in the Web 2 world, it's going to be very hard for them to be successful in the Web 3 NFT world.
Correct. I know I had a chance to talk to an artist today. I was telling him about NFC technology, which is basically the little dots, or I got right here in my hand.
Where's my card at? Yeah, that's actually one of the services I provide for my on go-getters as well. It's like the tap cards. Yeah.
So how do you have success with the NFC technology? Basically, the tap and go and pull up your website.
So HD. we had a conference and stuff, right? Let's say we meet it for the first time at a conference. So I pull out my tap card and stuff. I'll be like, man, it's nice to meet you, HD. Like, let's stay connected. We over here at NFTLA, right? You will take my card, and then it'll bring you a little form that connects into my software, Go Getters, and you'll put in like your name and your phone number, and then maybe, and then we'll take a selfie together. All right, me and HD over here at NFTLA, right? Maybe put in a little something like, oh yeah, I run the Rap and Crypto show. Then you click submit. You'll get all of my contact information downloaded to your phone in one click. And then about 5 seconds later, you'll get a text message from me like, what's up, HD? It was nice meeting you today. By the way, here's the picture. Here's the selfie we took. And it'll automatically send. And so that's all facilitated through just like tap, all those processes. I automate everything on the back end. And then you come into my system, and then a year later, you're going to get an email. HD, you remember when we was up at NFTLA? Here's a picture to remind you. What's going on with you?
Exactly. So that's another thing that we've been tapping into, trying to show artists is like NFC technology. Like because I have like 60 little dots here, and basically you can program the dot and stick it everywhere, like at a gas station, and have a little design on it and share your music that way.
Yeah, exactly. So you can do it I built it as a networking tool, but I have like a bunch of different cards that go to different websites or different. Yeah. So that's my company, GoGetters.ai. And that's just one of the many tech services that we provide.
Oh, wow. That's what's up. Man, see, artists tap in, man. Y'all, man, tap in with KAILA, man, for real.
Yeah.
Y'all be thinking we trying to play y'all, and here she's product.
I'm like, no, we trying to get some motherfucking money. I'm like, nah. That's why they really banning TikTok. They didn't see taxes came around. Oh, they said, oh no, the American people is getting way too much knowledge and they're getting way too much money, and that is fucking up our plans. Look
exactly.
at it. I forgot that doom do the balloons, but yeah, they fucking up the plans, right?
Exactly, man.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, we got to figure out different modes of independence in terms of where we really are able to just monetize our data, because that's what they're doing every day.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing every day. Is like we provide so much data. So it's like with Facebook, oh, it's a free product. Nah, you are the product, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's why I just went on my Facebook. I just took my picture and I just put an AI picture up. All right. At the end of the day, I'm tired of Facebook taking all my data and taking stuff that they ain't paying me for. So put up a picture of me with an AI picture where my headphones are blocking my the inner thoughts, chains wrap around my head because basically you're locking me down, and everything around. So you got a peak game.
Yeah, that's the peak game. That's what's up.
So I understand that you performed here at Midwest Con last year. How was that?
Oh man, yeah, I got to perform my song "Crypto Girl," and yeah, and Midwest Con, shout outs to Rob, Disrupt Art. I love what he's doing. I got to meet him actually. I think it was at NFTLA, and what I really loved about that event in particular is that it's really bringing a lot of the different elements together in, of course, Web3 and technology, and naturally that means that we're also talking about AI, but also the policy around it, because actually, like, my formal training, I'm the first in my family to ever go to and graduate from college, and I have a bachelor's degree in political science from UC Berkeley. So my all of my like music and all of my tech stuff, I'm self-taught, but my formal education actually comes in the way of politics. So remember, vote for KAILA Love, president 2040. Okay, this has been like 30 years in the making. All right. I went and got the degree, y'all. Donald Trump didn't even do that, okay? And so yeah, my formal training is in political science. So I really love, because also Rob comes from a background of policy. So I really love that that is brought into the conversation, because I really feel that it is almost impossible to talk about technology without talking about politics. Like even with the TikTok ban, 80 something percent of the our government, our House and our Senate are able to agree on that. When have they ever been able to agree on anything? They can't agree on no school shootings, on no regulating the price of pharmaceutical drug, nothing. But they could agree on TikTok. Like everything is political, and particularly whoever owns the technology is really who's owning the politics right now. So that's why I think it's just that Midwest Con in particular is an amazing event because it really ties those two concepts together.
Right. And then on top of that, it's like basically you follow the money, you follow the politics behind it too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
So I guess we're gonna pop into your next song. Is on to the next is up.
Oh yeah, you play my old stuff, but this is some good stuff too, though.
You ready for me, but I'm on to the next though. Took a chance to advance, I'm on to the next throne. Switching up the vibe, now I'm on to the next zone. If your head ain't right, I'm on to the next dome. I can't be out here settling for so-so. You could hit the door if you're slowing down my workflow. I'm a bad one and a rap virtuoso. I'ma get it done, even if I do it solo. I got a team and they all be killing it. You ain't a part of that and it's got you feeling pissed. And I can't blame you when I seen that clearly is. Cause this whole time you've been linked with fake affiliates. I got real friends that's down to really ride for me. They cook breakfast and go and take a stride with me. They take classes, getting certified with me. Every message that I send, they will reply to me. You ready for me, but I'm on to the next now I'm on to the next. Took a chance to advance, now I'm on to the next now I'm on to the next. Switching up the vibe, now I'm on to the next song. Now I'm on to the next. And if your head ain't right, then I'm on to the next song. Texting me like WID, trying to check in cause the troubles you that I'm free. Plus I'm getting to the point you can't deny me. And so the way that it happened is so timely. Don't need to be held down, I'm trying to get lifted. And now you only come around because I'm flying, I'm fitted. I'm coming through dripping, you coming through and you parasitic. Trying to suck me dry after not seeing me for a minute. Ha, I can't blame them, knowing that they want to taste. I'm a strong shot, ooh, you're gonna need a chase. Doing shows, busting flows on the interstate. It's over once I plug my mic into my inner face. This has been my fate, tell me who are you to stop it? Your plans are no match for everything that I've been plotting. You gon' see it when you see it, I'ma show you when it's time. Baby, got to move in silence, cause the bless is truly mine. Ready for me, but I'm on to the next now I'm on to the next. Took a chance to advance, now I'm on to the next now I'm on to the next. Switching up the vibe, now I'm on to the next song. Now I'm on to the next. And if your head ain't right, then I'm on to the next song. We are not compatible, I'm a different breed. You ain't gotta go home, but right now you gotta leave. So call you up an Uber or pick you up one of them scooters laying all around town. Get where you going and put it down. I'm just saying keep it moving, don't worry about what I'm doing. No wondering if I'm screwing, I'm more focused on pursuing a dream bigger than anything a man could ever ruin. Even when I take L's, I'm learning instead of losing. I'm like you on everything, but still you're gonna see me popping up on your timeline or even TV. Everybody said stay focused, I'll find the right one. I'm not even close to all that I can become. I need a man that's gonna be ready for that elevation. Cause there's no way I could ever live a life that is basic. I see an opportunity, you know I'm gonna take it. I'm on to the next cause I ain't got no more time for waiting. You ready for me, but I'm on to the next now I'm on to the next. Took a chance to advance, now I'm on to the next throne. Now I'm on to the next. Switching up the vibe, now I'm on to the next song. Now I'm on to the next. And if your head ain't right, then I'm on to the next zone. I'm on to the next. You ready for me, but I'm on to the next zone. Now I'm on to the next. Took a chance to advance, now I'm on to the next throne. Now I'm on to the next. Switching up the vibe, now I'm on to the next zone. Now I'm on to the next. And if you're there right, then I'm on to the next zone. Next zone. I'm on to the next.
Another banger, y'all.
Oh man, that take me back right now. Oh yeah, you was spitting.
Exactly. Off the heat over here, man.
Oh man, that was dope. Thank you for playing that.
No problem, man. Thank our producer, man. There's Ruby Thomas in the background, always making it possible for it here on Rapid Crypto.
Hey, appreciate you, Ruby.
Man, so what is your product you're developing? I mean, I don't want you to tell us go in full detail, but can you give us a little sample what you're developing?
Yeah. So right now, it is actually functional. We have over like 120 users on the platform, so it is still at a startup stage. But essentially, it's developing a music monetization machine, and it's using principles and marketing strategies from some of the best marketers in the world that have just been applied to virtually every business that you can imagine, but not true really to the music industry. And the problem is that the music industry is very a lot of artists see that there's only one way. So a lot of times you see an artist and they're constantly sending their people to go listen to their music on Spotify, but you will never make money. You will only lose money when you send people to Spotify, especially if you are an artist that now has less than 1,000 streams on every single song in your library. You would like literally just be in perpetual slavery. And it takes a lot of money to create quality music. That's not even just for like the labor in your heart and your soul and your energy. And that shit really pisses me off, to keep it real. So it's just like I've been just sitting here pissed off for so many years, like, and that's it. That's just what I think about every single day. Is like, okay, how do I just make some money from my music and sustain? And what is it about? How can I build a system that can be replicated? You know. And that's what I built. And I've partnered with one of the top music marketers in the world, Christine Morel, who, like me, you know, her family comes from a small town in New Mexico, not far from where my family comes from, where my brother was murdered at the end of 2021. She's been homeless, you know, like we've just like we're coming from the bottom, like we've lived just in poverty and coming up $1 million. And now she gets paid bank to do this for other companies, and she's spent like $250,000 to study under some of the best marketers in the world. And so she's really the one who's in charge of the strategy. And because I'm the tech person, I'm the one in charge of the software. I had paid $5,000 at the end of 2019 to learn how to build a music marketing system. But the problem is that system cost around $300+ a month to keep running because of all the different softwares that needed to be integrated, from your email, like your MailChimp or your ActiveCampaign, to your ManyChat, to your Zapier, all of these different softwares, Calendly, and my software replaces all of them in one place. And it's the only software, the #1 automation system in the world that is built specifically for musicians. And what differentiates mine from any other competitors is that you're actually coming into a community of other artists that are thinking like you, that are having the same struggles of you, artists from all over the world. I have an international user base on my software. And so, yeah, I am working to build the future of the independent music industry, because when I see Spotify making the moves that it's making, and that's not even talking about how their CEO had invested $100 million in an AI weapons company, right? The same weapons that's now being used to commit genocide. Okay, we're not going to speak on that, but that's like a whole thing. But that's because money from Spotify, you know what I'm saying? So I just said, like, I refuse, bro. Like, and I've been rapping about it, right? Like, I'm on a quest, I'm on a mission to operate outside of their system, to create a new model of business, to demonstrate how it could be different. They want my mind, they want my vision, they want my rhyme, they want my rhythm, want me to quit, want me to give in, but I'm bigger than their algorithms. It's more than just owning your masters, got to have full control of your data. You got everything that they after. So, you know, and then I start going off. But that's what is really
some powerful bars right there. I'm sorry.
Hey man, look, it's gonna the stream gonna mess around, mess up. I'm telling you, it's some heat going.
Go ahead and spit, sis. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't let them know.
They about to shut it down. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the type of like music that I'm evolving into, because like I said, I didn't put anything out for 3 years. That's what I've been working on, like the studio last night. So y'all got the exclusive first public appearance of those bars happened right here in Rapping Crypto, y'all.
Hey, man. Listen, y'all keep getting exclusive after exclusive, y'all. This is, look, y'all. First of all, if you're not soaking this information in, y'all know what I'm finna tell you to do. Go ahead, play this thing back when the live finishes. But please, y'all, please, first and foremost, make sure y'all go support and make sure y'all go check out everything that she has to offer right now, because y'all need to not only understand what she's been doing, but you need to see the proof in the work of what we've been talking about with what is actually available. Again, this is another prime example of what is available if you actually fully take advantage of this space, y'all. So please understand what's going on right now, y'all. This is history right here on Rapping Crypto, y'all. So please understand Miss KAILA Love is on a whole nother level, y'all. So please make sure y'all tap in.
Man, can I say it right now? You might be the Drake of Web3. I'm sorry. We're gonna jump right now.
That's wild. But I'll take it.
Let me clarify that. When I say Drake of Web3, I mean you're a big time artist. So I'm gonna say that.
Man, I got to get back on my Web3 stuff. No, but it's teetering, right? Because, and I think I had mentioned to this earlier, like if an artist is not kind of getting down how to monetize their music in the Web2 space and understand not the technology, but the psychology and the marketing techniques, which are all rooted in psychology behind it, then it's going to be extremely hard for that same artist to then go to the technology. So the advice that I have for artists is I have it all in my book, NFTs for Music. You can go to nftsformusic.com and like grab that. And that's like 50 pages, full color. I give you a whole timeline of the evolution of like all of music technology, starting with Thomas Edison's phonograph. I talk about everything like that I broke down. I have like case studies of NFT, like from Spotty Wi-Fi, who I've got to meet at like South by Southwest. I have like exactly, what to mint in your NFT and different ideas, particularly rooted in hip hop, because that's like the background I'm coming from. But I think it's really important for artists to understand those fundamentals, like that psychology of just how humans operate, how they make purchasing decisions, because all of those principles now, when you apply them to Web3, then, okay, you're doing the same thing, but now it's just backed by a different technology, which means that you're building for the future now. But it's still going to be rooted in the same principles that exist in Web2.
Sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is powerful,
hey,
man.
I hate to say it, but they say politicians always explain it best. I mean, it is what it is. They say teachers break it down and explain it best, but I don't know. Anybody who's gone into politics who do politics, I mean, at the end of the day, they know best.
So I'm like, so you would vote for me for president in 2040?
I mean, so listen. I'm about to say, let's not get into politics. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm not saying I won't support what you're doing. I'm not saying that at all. But in terms of voting and everything, I mean, listen, I'm definitely gonna take a look at your platform, of course.
As long as I get a seat in your cabinet, I'll vote for you.
All right, now.
But listen, so it's so much we can pack into this show. It's like every time we get a really good show like this, you look at the time and it's like, yo, like, so without getting too deep into it, let's kind of transition a little bit and talk about the metaverse a little bit. What is your experience in terms of the metaverse space itself?
I've been my friend, he owns some real estate and, like Sandbox and we have crypto voxels. Oh man. And there's also like Super World, which is more like an AR layering of like the real world and stuff. But I haven't spent like a whole lot of time in the metaverse, it's just like, I feel like, again, it's kind of premature for mainstream adoption. So it's like, I'm not completely ready to build. Like, I've gone to some metaverse parties. I really like what Afro Droids has done. I really love that project. And they'll have like little like listening parties, or you can go and you can like walk over to the crates and then they got somebody's NFTs there and like their music video is playing on like the screen and stuff like that. So I think that those experiences are really dope. But especially since we're in post-pandemic and there is an eagerness to be out into the real world, it's something that I see that it's going to take some more time, or damn near another quarantine or something. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? To like the adaption, because like I'm spending like so many hours in front of this damn computer already. That's like, oh man, I ain't trying to put on my headset now and just be up in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me personally. It's not to say that I wouldn't ever, or that there's special events that can be really dope for. But I think that it's just an amazing technology that will, again, democratize things for a lot of artists, because, again, when it comes to monetization, being able to do metaverse shows is it's another vessel for creating unique fan experiences, and unique fan experiences are the key to monetizing.
100%. 100%. So, man, oh man. Hey, HD, go ahead. HD, go ahead, because you know,
Man.
look, I get to going with the questions, and I be done looked up, and it's just like, oh man, and we're at 10 o'clock, and I'm still asking questions. So go ahead and jump in, bro.
I know. So my next question is, what is your favorite crypto or your favorite NFT?
Oh man. My favorite, I think, yeah, my it's like my Genesis NFT was like my Afro droids. That's like, oh, whoa, he's over there. He's an artist in Nigeria. I really loved what he did with that project. He did it on Ethereum, which, you know, ETH always fucking kills me with the gas prices. I know we're doing the whole like they changed the protocol, but it's still like so Polygon, I think, has solved some of those issues. That's what Even is running off of. I mean, I got like on Ghost Market, you know, I had talked about soul, you know, in my NFT, in my crypto girl rap. I will not sell my soul, but I will stake it. This is not certified authentic. You cannot fake this. This is non-fungible. You cannot interchange it. This the time and the space for new innovation. So just because that was the first like the first cryptocurrency that I had ever earned money on, like through my NFT sales, it kind of has sentimental value. And then the fact that it was called Soul, you know, and it wasn't Solana. It was it's like not SOL. I can't remember what the ticker is on it, but I don't know. I think that's like one of my favorite cryptos because it allowed me to do that bar, which goes over a lot of people's heads.
That is fire right there, man. That is definitely fire. LJ, go ahead, man. I know I got the last one, so.
Oh no, I know it for sure. So look, what do you think might be and I'm not necessarily talking bars. I'm just talking in terms of like a concept. What might be your next NFT project?
My next NFT project. I feel like I do want to do something with AI, but I'm not sure exactly what yet. I've been really focused on the fan experiences. So I really like NFTs that have utility. And I think that's one of the differentiators that, again, when I'm talking about marketing principles and psychology, these are things that you can implement right now as a Web 2 artist, but Web 3 just solidifies it even more. Some of my partners out in Zimbabwe, they have a really dope platform that they're building for like the tokens that like gamified courses through NFTs. So that's the space that I'm very interested in seeing, especially with you know, like what if you graduate from college and you able to prove your degree by having an NFT? Like that's more so like because I am a teacher and I've taught and I've developed curriculums for many, many years. And so I think I will do something that's around gamification and something towards working towards some type of certification. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to link it to the music yet, but I really want to do something like that where it's you have some type of utility towards a certificate or something like that, maybe going through a course or something that would be related to music. So I'm still figuring out how those elements would tie together, but that's what I think would be for my next NFT project.
Wow.
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope. So I think to kind of piggyback off of that, not so much on the NFT aspect, but it's actually really interesting. You brought this up a couple of times, your interactions with individuals, not just United States wise, we're talking internationally. What is that experience like? I know a lot of people ask me, they're just like, oh, okay, well, who are you talking to? And I'm talking, oh, well, it's one of my mentees in Africa, mentee in Africa. And it's just like, I mean, it's a young kid. He reached out to me about blockchain technology. And for the last few years, I've just been, you know, giving him little tidbits here and there and, you know, having conversations with him. But to be honest with you, it's one of those situations where it's a beautiful experience on my end, but I wanted you to be able to talk about a little bit. I believe you said Nigeria and Zimbabwe connections. I just wanted you to, if you didn't mind, expanding a little bit on those connections.
Yeah. So, the one thing that I realized when you're working internationally is like that time difference really is like, oh, damn, for real, it's 3 a.m. right now. Like, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then also just sometimes having like unreliable internet and whatnot. And so it's just taking into account the experiences that they're having where it's like, oh, you don't have no power. You for sure ain't got no Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? But then just to see like, that's what I love about technology. And that's why I feel like it's inextricable from politics, because it crosses boundaries, it crosses borders. You know, that's why China's tripping when they try to release their Ernie bot to compete with ChatGPT, because it's like, you a communist government, you then shut down also your people from all of American social media. But how you gonna build like a real ChatGPT competitor and safeguard it when this shit transcends borders, or people learn how to jailbreak it and stuff? So I think that, you know, working like international, I mean, even when I was teaching, I was a student at UC Berkeley, but I developed a course called Tupac, The Evolution of Hip Hop and How to Rap. And so one of my students, you know, was from China, and he taught me all about that stuff and what it was like rapping, and how he would like use a VPN and like run an underground blog to like get hip hop music to like the Chinese community. Like, I'm like, damn, it was like some black market shit. They're like, you can't do that. Like, we think of that just so in America, like, oh yeah, I'm finna throw on and be like, that shit is banned, bro. Like, I'm like, dang, like you breaking the law to get this music to people.
So taking pirating to a whole nother level.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, there's different challenges that I think that going well, one, if you're not able to travel, by having those connections, even just hearing people's experiences when you're working with them, it just opens your mind up to a lot. And then if you are able to travel, just being outside of the United States just gives you so much of a different perspective on what's possible. And then, you know, if you can't live outside the United States, it's like, okay, we are lucky enough to have a technology that transcends borders, that we can really build an international following. And that's what I love about it.
Beautiful thing. Definitely a beautiful thing. Go ahead, HG, my bad, bro.
I know we're at the top of the hour, and this is probably the last question of the night. It's not really.
I was about to say I got one more question after this.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's gonna take long. You want me to do this one first?
Go ahead. You know,
I was just gonna say, she says she's a teacher, so that means she works with the youth. What would you say would be, if you could say just a few words, a message to the youth that may, you know, look at this later or watch this? I know I have a few students that I've, you know, had, and they're smart enough to know, oh, let me look up his name or figure out different things, and they found the channel. So, you know, I know a couple of my kids have tapped in a couple of different times. So what would be your message to the youth, whether it's regarding politics, whether it's regarding tech, just what would be your message to the youth this evening?
Man, I feel like I'm gonna be like, back in my day, we ain't had no AI. We had to go to the library. We had to go right off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what I want to say, I'll be like, you know how much motherfucking money I would have right now if I had everything that you had? That's what I want to say. It's like, why you not rich, bro? Oh, I'm only 14. We're like, nah, if you can find Mr. LJ's channel and see what's up, you got more than enough skills to go on here and make an international connection, to build a business and understand. This is what I realized, and I wish that it did not take me 33 years, that the only skills, particularly here in this material world in America, only skill that matters is making money. It don't matter. I know how to rap. I know how to code. I know how to teach. I have so many skills that don't even matter if you don't have the ability and you know how to make money. And I'm not talking about trading your time for money. I'm talking about building automated systems, which has never been easier. The technology has never been there like it is before. So I'd be like, don't worry about what your friends is doing. Don't worry about what the trend is or what's popping. It's like doubling down and building the future. Like, when we're talking about success, we're talking about success in decades. Like, really, you know, it's like 15 years in the making, but that's why I'm able to do what I'm able to do now. Like, thank God I didn't waste my time just partying or worrying what other people thought about me. So if you're young and you able, you have an opportunity before you that's never existed, not only right here and now, but in the future, in the history of humanity.
That's real. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. HD, bro. Go ahead, kick it over to you, bro.
All right, before the last question of the night, we're going to go ahead and run the commercial, and then I'm going to come back to the last question, and then we'll kick it off to the top 10.
For sure.
Welcome to P2G Networks, where the fusion of education and practical application leads to continuous elevation. We are a rapidly expanding network of networks committed to empowering every member financially through an array of workshops, live learning sessions, talk shows, podcasts, and a thriving collective community. Join us to explore the opportunities the collective has in store for you and your family. Register at p2gnetworks.com.
All right. That commercial is created through AI with the P2G.
Excuse me.
You're good. So the last question tonight is not really a question, but it's also just basically, do you have a question for us?
What inspired you to start rapping crypto?
You want to go first, or you want me to go? Well, I guess that was the brain behind it. So when I first started,
I was about to say, you want me? What you want me to do? Point down to you? What you want me to do? Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
I guess what inspired me was because of the whole Web3 space. Nipsey Hussle, really truly. I was a big Nipsey Hussle fan before everybody's like, "Oh, he died." And I was like, 07, 08, when he had the Hard Knocks TV interview, talking some first thing he would buy with his money is assets over land with land and assets, and that inspired me to like Nipsey. And I've been following his career all the way up to the time of departure. RP Nip. A neighborhood to your hood. Shout out Nip. And then also I got into blockchain through that connection. Then I started watching Money Man, and the rest is history. I'm like, man, because music and media affect our culture, and then basically on top of that, I came from nothing, and blockchain helped me a whole lot in 2018, 2019 when I had my son. So I was like, let me create financial literacy through something hippish, you know what I'm saying? So somebody we actually can learn something from it. I took time out to study day in, day out. LJ can tell you, I'm always blowing up his phone because I'm learning something new. I'm like, bro, check this out. Or, go research this with me. And it's been like that ever since. And Miss Ruby, my partnership, and thank you for, being with us all throughout these 4 wonderful years of Rapping Crypto. I wanted to affect the people. I wanted to do something that's going to really affect the culture and change the culture of the people.
Sure. I'm gonna keep mine short, sweet, to the point. My boy HD here. I similar to him. When my daughter was coming about during the pandemic, I was like, well, I need to get into investments. I actually need to take, working's cool, but I need to take life a little bit seriously now. It's time for big boy things. So I started messing around on Robinhood. I'm glad I got education and got a little bit of knowledge about that type of stuff now, because I'm like, nope, not messing with them unless I'm just like, you know what, I got some things I want to play around with. But I messed around on Robinhood, did well for a couple of weeks, and I was like, oh, I'm loving this. And he was like, hey, you need to check out cryptos. And I'm like, what I got to do that? And he started explaining a couple of processes, and we're talking about, oh, well, you got to go and swap this coin into, I'm like, nope, that's too much. I can't do it. And I kid you not, it was just one day he showed me the process, and I said, oh, this is easy. And then from there, I was like, oh, no, I'm pulling. And I literally, you can ask him, I literally did a whole cash out from Robinhood and took all of it, put it straight into crypto. And I mean, we've gotten plenty and we've lost plenty because, I mean, of course, you get into trading and you're trying to flip it quick. And it's like, oh, well, there goes that. And I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but I'm trying things. And ideally, everybody always says find yourself a good mentor. But sometimes when you're in the trenches, the best lessons to learn is when you're doing it yourself. So the beautiful thing is it allowed us the opportunity to be able to not only learn for ourselves, but learn to be able to teach and create different avenues for others. It's basically developed me and put me in different positions. I mean, those watching, they've heard plenty of different things that we've had opportunities for, but the biggest thing has just been being able to come here every single Wednesday night for the last 4 years to be able to deliver education and knowledge and understanding to people, and to be able to provide a platform for people to actually say, hey, I have somewhere that's reliable to go to, that I know I can depend on these people to give me really good information. Not only are they going to give me good information, but they're going to give me knowledgeable resources from information, because we have guests that come on that know exactly what they're talking about. And then, of course, if the guest doesn't know what they're talking about, that's the opportunity for us to say, hey, well, if you have questions, let's turn this into a Q&A where maybe you have questions that the audience may have, and we can go from there. But it's really just a beautiful thing. And I honestly, there has not been one show of Rap and Crypto that I've been like, oh man, I wish I could take that back. Because even the ones that we're like, ooh, that wasn't our best show, we learned so much from it. And it was just the hiccups, everything. It's just been such a beautiful process. So just starting up and getting into this, it's just blockchain, crypto, and loving what we're doing has been the passion and fuel behind actually what we started up. But I think the biggest thing for us right now is just being able to keep putting the fuel into it. Because I mean, a lot of people it's easy to say, oh, well, you know, I'm going to do this. And a lot of people will start up podcasts and do different things. And they'll say, oh, okay, cool. They'll do it for like a year. And it's like, I kind of got burnt out. We've been doing it for 4 years, still have the same fuel, passion, and fire that we had when we started this thing. So it's been a beautiful journey and process. So I honestly tip my hats off to Brother HD, because without this brother, I wouldn't be here at all. At all.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It's sure, you know, sure. like I said, man, I appreciate everybody, like from guests to my bro LJ, to Miss Ruby, to Alvin, to the whole PTG family, to all our fans and friends out there who want to watch the show, sharing it all throughout. You know, I say this because we are the culture, man. We got to respect the culture where we come from. Like, we got to change things. So I'm just proud to be a part of the change.
Man, that's beautiful. Well, I'm loving what y'all are doing. I think it's super important to have, you know, really for the culture, you know, and just the representation, because I feel like, you know, you be able to reach a whole group of people that we ain't trying to go into no just like Twitter space and like, who the hell is this, or be dry as hell up in there sometimes and be like, oh, you don't really understand where I come from, but like I'm trying to peep game from you, but like you ain't really gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for providing this platform and for inviting me to be part of it. And yeah, that's really amazing. 4 years of being consistent at anything. I mean, that's a whole college degree right there. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand.
She said, I bet okay,
she said,
I know.
Yeah, Miss Ruby been having to kick our behinds this whole time. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes we need that extra kick in the behind and that reminder, hey, y'all know what y'all got in y'all hands, and y'all know the diligence and the ability that you guys have to be able to give these people exactly what they need. It's like, at first it was like, oh, we can do this. And it was like, I mean, we can do this. But she's like, no. Y'all are teaching me, and I'm learning from you while I'm doing this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we are doing something right. And then the consistency just it snowball effects, man. So
yes,
it's a beautiful thing.
So KAILA, are we gonna get a part 2 metaverse?
Oh
man. A part 2 metaverse.
It's easy. So look, it's easy. It's easy. We can talk about it after the show, but it's easy. You ain't got to commit to nothing, but we definitely still got to get a part 2 because it's a lot of information we just couldn't cover tonight.
What metaverse are y'all doing it in?
Spatial.
Okay. Yeah. That's where that one producer, he run his community, the Squad of Knights. But yeah, spatial is dope. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try to keep it simplistic. We try to keep it not too crazy.
Yeah, I forgot. I haven't been in spatial for a while, so yeah, I'll be down. Mm-hmm.
Bet. Well, we'll get with you, but hold up. Before we actually run out of time, HD man, go ahead and take us into the last little second, and I guess you're gonna have to cover the we can make this quick. Go ahead, bro.
Nice. Tonight's top 10 night, you know, brought to you by the P2G Networks, also brought to you by Backhead Distribution, Music Company, and shout out to Blockchain Bullies. You know, go to the bully gang. And also raptoken.xyz. Shout out to the fans.
Oh yeah, and we cannot forget KAILA.io, bro. And can't forget that KAILA coin, bro.
KAILA coin, man. KYCs. Go check it out. All right, so top 10 tonight, man. LJ, go ahead and kick off with 10.
Oh man.
Oh, and we're not financial advisors. So
I'm glad you threw that in there because I was about to start going off at the mouth.
We just like to research and tell you guys what we're researching.
10 VeChain. Let's do that.
I like it. 9, I'm gonna go with Avalanche. Miss KAILA, can you give us number 8?
We playing a game. What's going on?
So, basically, top 10 is like any coin that you research that you like. I'm finding real peak interest in.
Oh man,
or you
there was
just love a lot.
Just I gotta check my ape coin. I remember I bought that way back in the day. I ain't even checked my coins.
Nice.
There you go. Number 8 is
Number
ape
8.
coin. All right, LJ, what's 7, bro?
7. You already did Avalanche. Let's put Chainlink in that bad boy. Chainlink at 7.
I like chain. So number 6, I'm gonna go Algorand. Number 5, what you got, KAILA? What you got in your wallet? What are you researching?
Looking into the music industry like Audius.
I like
Ooh.
it. Love
Audio.
it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, HD. Oh no, it's on me, ain't it?
Number 4, bro.
We at 4. I mean, man, bump all this. I'm not gonna put it at number 1. We got XRP at number 4. Let's just go XRP at number 4, man. Everybody's giving a lot of flack right now, but let's go XRP at number 4.
All right, number 3, I'm gonna go GAILA.
Okay.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that was you.
Or like what actually Gallon Music, that's its own coin.
Yeah,
So-
Gallon Music.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, that's what he's talking about. Yep.
All right.
Number
Fair
2.
Oh, I see what you did there. Go ahead. Miss KAILA, yeah, number 2. What we got?
No, hold on, KAILA. LJ, do number 2. You got number 1 tonight, Miss KAILA. We're gonna end it that way.
Say less. I'd be dead wrong if I didn't put Bitcoin in the top 2. So Bitcoin at number 2.
Yeah. And our number 1 coin tonight, what do you have?
Just for the sake of bringing it back to this interview full circle, let's throw LimeWire up in that bitch.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. We haven't had LimeWire on the top 10 in a few weeks. So I love it.
Oh man, big ad job. All right, y'all. So that was the top 10 of the night, man. We're rapping crypto. Man, Miss KAILA Love, we appreciate you for coming on, giving us your wonderful time. Definitely, we'd love to have you again. L, say your goodbyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. Wednesday, 9 p.m. It was another fire one. This is definitely going in the Hall of Fame. And y'all already know to tune in next week because we got another banger for y'all. Bruh, the lineup that we got for y'all is crazy these next couple weeks. So y'all make sure y'all come. If you didn't show up tonight with your pen and your notepad, bruh, oh my God. Like y'all get on it. And make sure if you missed anything, make sure y'all hit that replay back tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, next week, 9 p.m. I'll see y'all then. HD, what we got, bro?
All right. Thank you, KAILA. And
thank you.
Hey, thank you all fans. Make sure you guys stop there next week, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Rapping Crypto, P2G Networks. See you guys.
Peace.